St. Jude's? No, Mrs. Rawlings. Both priests are out.
Hi, Miss P.
Oh, well, will you hold on a moment, please? And Mrs. Rawlings for you, Father.
Oh, tell her I'm out.
That's a fib.
No, it isn't.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Rawlings, but Father Boyd seems to have disappeared. Yes. I'll tell him. Yes. Goodbye.
Hello, Mrs. Pring. Haven't seen you in ages.
Coward.
Guilty and proud of it.
Mrs. Rawlings comes every week for instruction, doesn't she?
Yes, last week God took pity on me.
Why, what happened?
She caught flu.
Well, God's not kind anymore. She'll be here tomorrow evening.
Women.
I hope that doesn't include me.
Of course not. Anyway, Mrs. P, I gather it's your birthday tomorrow.
Who told you?
A bald little eagle with a clerical collar.
It's my wedding anniversary, too.
Oh, Father, you didn't mention that. Care to tell me about it?
Yes, it was 35 years ago.
35 years. Well, that would make it, 1916. A little bit before my time.
My Ted was home on leave, so we decided to get married. Of course, he was much younger than you.
Really?
And better looking.
My word, he must have been handsome.
We only had 2 weeks together. Sometime later, I wrote to tell him there was a baby on the way, our Helen. But he was already taken, you see.
In France?
The letter I wrote him came back with the rest of his things, unopened.
So he never knew?
When I became housekeeper to the little ogre of this castle...
20 tedious years ago.
My Helen came with me.
Where does she live now?
Oh, her husband's just finished his job up north, said they'd moved back to Kingston.
Father Neil. Uh-oh. Back to your kitchen, woman. Work.
Did you enjoy your siesta?
Yes, it gives me the strength to deal with the likes of you.
Do you want people like talking to you, Father Neil?
No, Mrs. Pring. Why?
Because you're a gentleman, that's why.
Women.
Big day today, Father.
It's the feast of St. Patrick.
Have you forgotten?
Oh, what's the dragon's birthday? Comes round once a year.
Breakfast on the table.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Pring, and a happy anniversary.
Oh, Father Neil.
Oh, put it down, lad, before you slip a disc.
For me?
It's nothing much.
Matching pen and pencil. Oh, thank you, Father Neil.
Will you put me curate down?
It's all right, you're not next.
I have a bit of something for you myself here.
Is there anything in it?
No. He always gives away envelopes for birthdays.
There's £2 in that to buy yourself something useful.
For instance?
For instance, a prayer book. Or a one-way ticket to Land's End.
Or like a new saucepan.
What's wrong with the saucepan you got?
You can put the potatoes in both ends.
What time's Helen collecting you?
Oh, she's in my kitchen now.
Is she? Well, why didn't you say so?
Oh, he adores my Helen. Poor girl, she likes him too.
Is she a bit,
Oh, you cheeky thing.
Helen, my darling.
Uncle Charlie.
Oh, it's grand to see you.
Hey, you put on weight.
Oh, it's your mother's cooking. It'd sink a battleship.
Heard that? This is Father Neil, the normal one.
So you think Father Dee's put on weight, do you?
Well, either that or his cassock's shrunk.
Now, isn't this the most beautiful colleen that ever set foot in St. Jude's?
Oh, she takes after her mother.
Rubbish. She's a living proof that God can make a silk purse out of a sow's ear.
We better get off, Mum.
Here's some sweets for the little ones now.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
It's all right. I didn't use my sweet ration.
Use mine.
Hello! Just in the nick of time.
What's this, Mr. Boswell? Coming in the back way?
Quiet, Moses. A happy birthday, love.
Oh,
A little present for you.
oh, thank you,
And
Billy.
a couple of cards. One from me and one from the dog.
And the dog wrote on both, I suppose.
You know, I don't know how you put up with old face ache for all these years.
Mr. Boswell.
You see? And still managed to look so young.
Oh, Billy.
Is this your kid sister? Anyway, have a nice day. Oh, I nearly forgot. I wonder if you could darn these for me sometime.
First thing tomorrow.
See ya.
Billy Boswell. Coming in the back way and asking my housekeeper to darn his socks for him.
Come on, Mum.
Yes, well, now, are you sure you two men can manage for the day?
Oh, run along, woman. And Helen,
Yes, Uncle Charlie.
drive carefully now.
Yes, and I promise not to talk to any strange men.
A visitor, Father. Mother Stephen.
Oh, God.
God be with you too, Father Duddleswell.
I hope so.
I am glad to see God's business is flourishing.
Cup of coffee, Mother?
Yeah.
Do take a seat, sister.
Sister Perpetua prefers to stand.
Do you, sister? Do you want a cup of coffee, sister?
Sister Perpetua does not drink coffee.
You talk, sister.
You talk too much, Father. Come and sit down. Yes, Reverend Muller.
I have come about our mother foundress's tibia.
Oh, yes. Tibia, eh?
That's a posh word for shin, Father.
I'll kick you on your tibia if you don't be quiet.
We expect the Holy Father to make our foundress a saint very soon, and we would like you to put her tibia in the church
For what purpose?
to encourage devotion towards her.
I'm sorry, but I can't have a nun showing a leg in my church.
It will be in a silver casket, Father Duddleswell.
Oh, it will. Ah, well, no, you see, thieves might break in and steal it. The casket, I mean.
We could insure the foundress's leg, Father. Betty Grable insures hers.
I insist, Father Duddleswell.
No, Mother Stephen.
And that is your last word.
Well, I'll put it to the bishop.
And I will put it to the Cardinal Protector in Rome. Come, sister.
Father. Come again, sister.
I shouldn't be too hasty about this, Reverend Muller. That sorted her out.
1, 2, 3.
What are you doing?
Counting you out.
Are you saying she licked me, you ignorant lump?
Well, why don't you let me put that tibia in the church, Father?
Because it's my church, and I intend to run it my way.
Then you should follow my lead, Father. Treat women much more firmly.
Can I ask you another question, Father?
Provided it's about the Mass, Mrs. Rollings.
All right. Why can't women say Mass?
The church doesn't ordain women as priests.
But why not?
Our Lord himself only chose men priests.
But he only chose Jews, didn't he?
So,
Are you Jewish?
I'm thinking about it. I've had a brainwave, Father.
Oh, yes.
I've just been on the phone to Mother Stephen, and I've asked her to instruct Mrs. Rollings as a favour to you, which is accepted. And a thought struck me, Father. Why not hand the whole parish over to women? Let them deal with the problems. After all, they create them, don't they, eh? Something wrong, Father?
It's Mrs. Pring. She's not coming back.
Not coming back?
Well, not for a day or two, anyway.
An accident?
Her husband has just communicated with her.
But he's been dead for 35 years.
Listen, lad. When Helen was on the way, Mrs. Pring wrote to tell her husband.
That's right, he died before he got the letter.
She thought he did.
You mean Mr. Pring is still alive?
I mean, he read that letter before he died. And it must have got sealed up again.
How do you know?
Well, according to Helen, every year, on her anniversary, Mrs. Pring reads through her old letters. And today, her final letter to her husband came unglued.
And?
And scribbled in the margin, in pencil, there was one word.
Yes?
Wonderful. Just that. Wonderful.
So he did know?
When he fell, face down in the mud, at least he was a happy man.
Mrs. Pring must be shattered.
Well, I am a little myself, because I'm wondering who's going to do the housework over the next 2 weeks.
Well, we can share it.
Anything women can do, men can do better, eh?
Well, almost.
All right. I'll do the cooking.
Are you any good?
Oh, I can do some surprising things with eggs.
What sort of hard-boiled and soft-boiled, that sort of thing?
Yes, lay 'em as well, if you like. We'll run this house so efficiently that when Mrs. Pring comes back, she'll be out of a job. Father Neil? Father Neil?
Oh, serving lunch already, Father. It's only 3:30.
Oh, the finest cuisine. And some good food to go with it.
Now, let me see if I can guess what's on the menu. Potato soup and boiled eggs.
You're a prophet, sir.
Well, I haven't had this since, let me see now, yesterday's lunch at 4:30.
Can I help it if my potato soup went on for 10 days?
Very nice, thank you.
And what's wrong with me cooking?
It's cold, Father. The potatoes are still raw, but otherwise very tasty. You've grown fur on your finger, Father.
It's dust. You could grow cabbages in it.
Good idea. Cabbage soup.
You're supposed to do the dusting. Did I not do the washing and ironing?
You did, and I must admit you made a superb job of my shirts.
I'll get that.
As good as any laundry.
Oh, yes. It was a laundry.
Father, I'm surprised at you having our dirty linen washed in public.
Be quiet, lad.
You should have sent them over to the convent, Father. Mother Stephen would gladly have washed them for you, then bitten off all the buttons.
Mother Stephen.
Father boy. May I, Father?
Please do. Has somebody died, Mother?
Your curate very nearly did.
Sorry, Mother, I didn't notice you.
Really? I am sure Father Dudleswell's buttons are not quite as tasty as my apple pie.
No, not quite.
I have come to say that Mrs. Rollings and I have had a most wonderful first instruction.
Oh, good, Mother.
Exciting and wonderful.
And in my opinion, she's so clever in her questions that she rarely needs a priest to answer them. Who better? Oh, these flowers, Father Dudleswell, are for Our Lady's altar.
Oh, lovely, Mother. The flowers.
Thank you both so much. No need, Father Dudleswell. Sister Perpetua will open the door for me.
My word. Even Mother Stephen couldn't manage Mrs. Rollings.
No, well, women seldom get on well together, you know. Eat your egg now before it hatches.
May I say, Father, that you do a very nice bowl of cornflakes in the morning?
Oh, yes, yes. We patted a potato crisps last night for supper, eh? Oh, molto bene.
Father,
Yes?
this egg. It's off.
Off? Give it to me here. Ooh.
Why did you blow a hole in your hat?
Oh. Oh, mine's all right. I think.
Can I dip my soldiers in your egg, Father?
To be unhygienic.
Father, when's Mrs. Pring coming back?
Oh, in a day or two's time, why?
We can't do without her, can we?
Oh, we'll manage all right, yes. This egg now.
Do you want me to go get my hat?
Yes. And your coat.
Why?
We're going out to lunch before we starve to death.
Hello, Mrs. Pring. Lovely to have you back.
Nice to be back. Would you like some tea?
No, thanks. I'm so sorry.
Whatever for, Father Neil? I'm the happiest woman in the world.
Oh. Box of chocolates.
Oh, what can I say?
Oh, we've missed you.
That's not what Father D said.
Oh, you know he's very fond of you. Just too shy to show it.
Too proud, you mean?
Has Helen gone?
No, she's with Father D now.
Hello, love! I brought you this.
Oh, it's just like another birthday.
Mr. Bustle,
Oh, good morning.
we brought some more socks to be down.
No, I haven't had the last lot back yet.
They'll be ready by tomorrow, Billy.
Thank you, love. It's marvellous having you back.
I better get back to the kids now, Mum.
Yes,
Look after yourself.
I will.
I'll see you off.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Charlie.
If Billy Basil comes in any more often, Father D will think he's courting you.
My Ted was enough for me, especially now.
I know that. But from a certain point of view, you and Billy do look pretty close.
The O'Hallorans have not paid the January dues.
Mrs. Pring is looking very well since she came back.
Oh, shit. Neither of the O'Ratons.
Radiant, in fact.
Are you trying to tell me something?
I just thought you might lose her for good, that's all, Father.
For good to be right. Who to?
Billy Basil?
Is that one looking for a housekeeper?
Maybe something more.
Not a wife.
Stranger things have happened.
If they have, I never heard of them.
Okay. Okay. Oh. The pens are in arrears.
That's a ridiculous idea.
Well, Billy's no Valentino, but he might be looking for somebody to say, darn his socks for him.
Mrs. Spring's already doing that, from what I can see.
Well, that's how romances start, isn't it?
Listen, she's been down on my socks for the past 20 years, and I've never felt the vestige of any romance.
Perhaps that's the trouble, Father.
What?
Well, you don't make enough fuss of her.
In what way?
A bunch of flowers every now and again, you know.
Ah, I'd just give her more airs and graces than she's got already. Come in.
Father D,
We're doing the books.
could I have the evening off?
Oh, is it for the West Drive?
No, Mr. Basil has asked me out to his nightclub.
Has he now? Can you not mend his socks here?
For dinner.
All right. As long as you're back by 11.
I'm the housekeeper, not a curate.
And I have to wait up for you.
Well, I'm quite old enough to look after myself.
Oh, you're many times old enough to look after yourself. But I have to lock up.
Well, I'll be back when I'm back.
You'll be...
Well, it's beginning to look,
This is ridiculous. She's been with me for...
20 tedious years.
May I come in?
If you must.
Did you have a nice meal last night?
Lovely and very pleasant company.
Fine, fine, fine.
And I didn't get back until 1 o'clock.
I know that.
How do you know?
Because I was sitting up waiting for you.
I didn't see the light on.
No, I was sitting in the dark.
Oh. Spying on me, I suppose.
No, I couldn't see a thing in the dark.
Did you come for something?
Yes, I was wondering, the kitchen, your kitchen now. Do you think I could do with being decorated?
It'll do for a bit.
Mrs. Pring? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're not interrupting.
Please forgive me.
Good curate, that.
Oh, well, I must get on with my work.
I brought you a little present.
For me? Did somebody bring them for the church? I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first time in all these years.
Well, the Mother Superior did bring some for the altar, but... No, that was days ago. Anyway, they've all wilted.
Well, I said I'm sorry. Oh, well. They must have cost you something.
No, not all that much, no.
I didn't mean in money.
Oh, in what then?
In admitting all your faults.
I didn't bring you that bunch of flowers as an apology.
You can have it back then.
I can't do that. Here. Take them, please.
Oh, all right.
See, you've been with me 20 years now.
Is that all it is?
You wouldn't be thinking of,
What?
leaving?
Where for?
Oh, somewhere else.
Somewhere else?
Getting hitched.
Who to?
Next door.
Me marry Billy Boswell? Whatever put that idea into your head?
A mischievous young man whose backside I intend to kick.
Oh, well, anyway, I've got a lot to do.
Thank you for all you do for us.
That's nothing.
I realise that. Oh, I nearly forgot.
What, not another present?
Pair of socks for you to down.
Hello. Oh, those my socks.
Ah, Mr. Buzzell. Nice to see you.
Are you feeling under the weather, Father O'Duddleswell?
No. Stay as long as you like now. Even longer if you want to.
He's been a bit strange all day.
Well, love, I was going to bring you a lovely bunch of flowers from my garden, but...
But what, Billy?
some perisher pinched them.